This is going to be little. All right, let's try this again. Ken Walls coming at you. How you doing? I got Charlie Cina in the house. We have Andy Audate.
Andy Audate, man.
Yeah, all right. So hopefully this works out better. I don't know what happened on the last one. We're live over here. You got some people over there. Chuck Studebaker, how you doing?
I just sent you in here.
Hey, let me know if there's any issue with this. Colleen, thanks for coming back. Can you guys hear me okay? Is everybody can hear me okay? Yes, hi. Okay, good. Thank you. Thank you for anybody that shares this out. I'm going to make sure that Andy hooks you up with a deal on his book, No More Average. This is Andy Audate. He wrote this book called No More Average. Is this Charlie's?
This is Charlie's. Actually, what I'm going to do, because Charlie's behind me and he's motivating me, you know, he walked in, there was a story about him getting his name is John Taffer, right?
John Taffer, right, the guy at Bar Rescue.
The John Taffer deal, and he motivated me to just go after it. What I learned from Charlie in that short time period and watching the Facebook Live, it was just, hey man, you have something that you want, go after it. And like now I'm in Vegas, and what I'm going to do today is, for the people that are watching on Ken's Facebook Live, I'm sending you two books.
Wow.
No charge.
What?
I want to share some ideas with you, share some new ways to just go after the real version of yourself.
Wow.
And overcome averageness, yeah.
Dude, a lot of people are going to see this. I mean, I get on average like 700 views. You ready to send out 1,400?
You know what that was right there? That was commitment, dude. That was a
love
GC
it,
play.
man.
Commit
Love
first
that.
and figure it out later.
Love that. Jesse Hall. Hey, for anybody who shares this stream, he's going to send you what?
I'm going to send you a book.
He's going to send you a book.
I need you to share the stream.
Adam Rain, how you doing?
Message me.
Hey,
get your address.
I read the very first paragraph of this book, and just in the what is it, the introduction?
Yes.
Wow, this is a powerful book. I can't wait to read this. It's unbelievable. Carrie Ann Tobin, how you doing?
Charlie, what was your thoughts on the intro? The little bit that you read.
The intro was dynamite. I mean, short story, and then I'm going to let Ken and Andy take over because I got to get on the phone and grind.
Business to go. Business.
But he talks about you being on your deathbed and really having a conversation with yourself. And would that conversation be a positive conversation? And would you have executed all the things that you wanted to do, right? Or would you be having a what-if conversation? But this man took action. Ken said, hey, when you get a second, come on in the conference room. I want you to meet somebody. By coincidence, I connected with him on Facebook because I saw his video when he got his first shipment of books, and he hooked me, and I watched a 5 or 8 minute video or live stream, or I think it was a live stream, right? When
no, it was edited. It was edited, yeah.
But anyway, he hooked me, and I connected with him, and Ken said, hey, I got this young guy, Andy, in the conference room, so long story short, I just wanted to come in and say hi, and I got a book out of the deal. So
nice.
I wish you luck, brother.
And millions of dollars in revenue coming in off that book, man.
Right, and make sure he doesn't leave without a VT, bro.
I know, right?
Man.
All right, bro. Thanks, man.
These guys probably one of the best closers in the nation. they did about 6 trial closes on me.
Oh, it ain't over yet, man.
It's not over yet.
Come on,
you know
man.
How Les says it's not over until you win.
That's right. That's right. So, Andy, I want to give Andy the opportunity to tell you guys a little bit about himself. I do know that he worked for Les Brown. Greg Walker, if you see this or you're on here, make sure that you are sharing this out for me, brother. I love you, man. I appreciate you. Greg always shares my stuff out. In fact, he called Les up for me, and it's a long story, but I got Les's cell phone number from Greg Walker. So anyway, I appreciate all of you guys on here. I want to give Andy an opportunity to talk about who he is and where he's at in life, and where some of your I mean, this dude's only 22 years old. Unbelievable. You're the second 22-year-old I've interviewed, and it's a Saturday. I had a guy in here that stopped by that's 22, and he's the CEO of a big energy company, and a big company, like humongous company. He's 22, man. He flew in on a private jet.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like,
You know,
holy crap.
These young guys are doing it.
These young guys, yeah, like you, man. So talk about you, man. I don't like the horizontal mode or whatever that's called, so I apologize if you don't see us real well, but this seems to work a lot better. Plus, I can see any comments. So if anybody has any questions, by the way, please ask your questions. We'll definitely answer them. But Andy, tell me about, tell everybody where you're from.
Well, I'm originally from Rhode Island, the smallest state in the country, and living in the smallest state in the country, I had huge, big dreams. And someone who believed in me at the age of 18, I would say, looked at me and said, Andy, you know, you're all into this personal development, business stuff, and you talk about it so much. Andy, why don't you open up your own business? And I was kind of scared. I was very fearful, as you know, many of us would be. Yeah, especially at 18.
Yeah.
But I overcame that fear and I opened up that business.
Wow.
And it was a couple of cell phone stores, you know, like Metro PCS and Simple Mobile. So I had that business operating.
Wow.
And I started getting indulged into business online, where you have virtual training, Grant Cardone, Les Brown, getting indulged into like what my full potential has.
Yeah.
And I realized that there's more out there for me.
Yeah.
So that cell phone store wasn't cutting it because my mind started expanding.
Yeah.
And I wanted to move because I believed that in California there was something better for me. So I just literally got up on a plane and just moved to California and said, I'm going to build something here.
Wow.
Watch.
Just like that, man. How old were you?
I was 21 when I made that decision.
21 years old,
Yeah.
living in Rhode Island. The smallest, I think Vegas is bigger than Rhode Island.
Yeah, there's probably
I'm
a
kidding.
city in Nevada that's bigger than the state of Rhode Island. It's 45 minutes from one end to the other end.
Oh wow,
it's really small.
that would be
Very
Vegas probably. But you know, so I know that it. But he decides like that. I'm making a drastic change in my life.
Yeah.
Gets on an airplane and flies to L.A. Move your stuff with you, or did you drive?
I flew to L.A. and I shipped my car and I put like my clothes.
Oh, you packed all your stuff.
Yeah, I put my clothes in the car and I shipped it.
Unbelievable. Hey, Sandy Lewis, how are you? We got this
We got
young
Jordan
guy right
James in
here.
the building. Jordan.
Sandy Lewis is she's a well, I don't know how else to say it. She's a badass. She's awesome.
I'd love to meet you, Sandy. And Colleen. Colleen, you're a rock star.
Colleen
Carrie Ann.
Arney, Carrie Ann Tobin. Carrie Ann lives in Boston.
Carrie Ann, I was born in Boston. In the book, I talk about my birth in Boston. I was
Oh,
born,
really?
Yeah, I was born there.
Oh wow, he was born in Boston. So we got he hit me up. He saw that Brad interviewed another guy that is a client here, and he said, "Hey man, let's talk about doing an interview." And I said, "Let's do it. Let's not talk about it. Let's do it." Right?
Ken's an action taker.
That's what it takes, man. I mean, I moved out to Vegas last year from Columbus, Ohio.
Right.
I mean, just my whole family. Like, it wasn't just me. It was my wife and my little girl. I still have another daughter in Ohio. So,
Ken, were you scared when you moved out here? Like, was there a sense of fear?
of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's always a sense. I mean, when you step into the unknown, which is that's the only way you get ahead in life. People that go and punch a time clock every day and work from 9 to 5 or from that's not living to me.
The reason I asked is because there's a lot of people, especially that's watching, but there's a lot of people that have that feeling like they want to do something in life.
Yeah.
And they have that fear. And they look at someone else who did it and say, but he didn't have that same, what I'm going through.
Right.
But in all reality, you did.
We all have that. So, you can only see half of me over here. That's weird. But Sandy, thank you. Deborah Smart, she's down under. She's down in.
Yeah, Charlie Cina in the building.
Charlie Cina just joined yours. So, and his wife is on mine, or she was a little bit ago. So, So you overcame the fear. You got on an airplane. You flew to LA. Did you have a job?
I didn't have a job. I literally came here with a few dollars that I saved up from the business, and I just knew that I had this big vision. I didn't know where to start. So I landed in LA, and my car is at the airport waiting for me. It's over by the airport waiting for me. I get my car, and then I'm in the car. I'm like, okay, where do I go? I made it to LA because I'd never been to California before.
Right.
So I always wanted to touch Cali.
Yeah.
And now I touched Cali. It was like, all right, where do I go? So that's why I said when you have a goal, you gotta have the end. You gotta know where you're going at the end. So it was me and my roommate, and we were living in motels, just motel hopping, trying to figure out Cali, and it took us a month to get an apartment, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is called taking action. And so, you took action, you reached out to me. We talked about, I demoed LightSpeed VT a few months ago, and you're trying to get some things in order to make that happen. So he's looking at doing that.
We got some stuff cooking. We definitely have some stuff cooking.
Yeah. So, so you took action. What's the next step for you?
After I took that action, I started working with different entrepreneurs and figuring out what other industry that I want to go to and where I could help.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Ken, my business was called Progression Wireless. My cell phone business was called Progression Wireless. Mm-hmm. And the reason I called it Progression was I wanted to help my employees progress. The people that I had back home, I realized that I had a mindset that my peers didn't have.
Right.
I was 18, so I hired like 18 to 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
And I realized they didn't have a mindset of growth.
Right.
So my vision was I'm gonna have a company. I'm gonna teach them how to go after goals.
Right.
While I pay them.
Right.
While they're making me money while I pay them. And what I learned was I had one employee. He told me, he said, Andy, you cannot change someone. You can only help people help themselves.
Right.
I didn't understand that. I thought I was doing what's right and by changing people to believe in themselves.
Yeah. Right.
It didn't work out.
No.
So I realized that wasn't the path for me because some people were just complacent.
Yeah.
And what I wanted to do was reach the masses.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of the reason why I moved to California, and that's part of the reason why I wrote this book.
This book, I'm telling you, I'm pretty excited. I'll read this tonight too. This book is unbelievable. Let me read the first part, the very first part of the introduction. I'm reading, trying to see if anybody's asking questions. Thank you, by the way, for anybody who shared this. You're getting a free copy of the book. Andy's going to send you a free copy to anybody who shared this video out.
I just need you to message me so I can get your address so I can ship this out to you.
Look him up. I tagged him in this. Make sure that you send him a direct message on Facebook. And if you can't get a hold of him there, because it may go to that other folder, message.
Oh, yeah.
So if you can't get a hold of him, I'll send you a cell phone number because I got it.
Oh man, my phone's gonna be blowing up.
Yeah. So thank you. Oh, Deborah, you're gonna have to ship one to Australia, bro.
Deborah, we're getting you the book. Deborah, we're getting
Australia.
you the book.
So listen to this. You're on your deathbed, lying down with your eyes glued to the ceiling. Literally, you are old, wrinkled, and on your deathbed with your eyes glued to the ceiling. Death is around the corner any minute, hour, or day now. It is soon to be your time. What is the conversation you have with yourself? It is based on, I'm sorry, I lost my place. It is based on one of the two. You realized you lived the life as the real you, or you lived your life as the unfulfilled you. And I am telling you something, I can't wait to read the rest of this story. So now you're in LA, you've been out there for a while, you're starting to do well.
Yeah, so I'm starting to pick right back up. I had the opportunity to work with Les Brown. As you know, that my goal was to motivate people who were just like me. Where I came from, I was stuck. I knew that there was something better for me, Ken, but I just didn't know what direction to go to. Mm-hmm. But I just knew there was something better for my life. I had goals, I just didn't know how to get there.
Right.
And the people around me, they were complacent and stuck. So I knew that I wasn't with the right crew, but I was comfortable because I knew them. Mm-hmm. And I just wanted to reach out to people who were just like me and motivate them.
So did you grow up privileged? Do you have rich parents?
I wish.
No?
No.
Why do you wish?
No. Well,
You
I
didn't,
guess-
have,
I guess
you didn't
because-
have rich parents?
No,
Come
I
on,
didn't.
man.
I guess because my work ethic.
Yeah.
My parents came from Haiti. I talk about this in the book. My parents came from Haiti.
Did they really?
Yes. With nothing.
Wow.
My dad realized that he was not average.
Wow.
When you start to realize what average is, my dad realized he was not average. He
I want
moved from
people
Haiti.
to see you.
Can you
I
see
know
me?
you want them to see your book.
Can you
But
see me?
they know your book now. It's all over the internet now.
all
Look at
over
that.
the
Come
place,
on.
man.
Come
No
on,
average.
man. All right.
Well, my dad came from Haiti, so my mom came from Haiti as well. So
Wow.
as a first generation, I'm the first born in the United States. As the first
Wow.
generation, I feel like I have a responsibility to help them. But I was not privileged, as you would say.
Yeah.
Man, I had to work at a young age. I was shoveling snow
Yeah.
at 10 years old. That was my first business.
Making money.
Yeah, making money to help subsidize what my parents' costs were.
So, you see people that are raised in a privileged household as a kid where they're raised with money and their parents have money and give them everything that they want. And those are some of the worst examples of human beings on this planet sometimes, because I think when you're raised like you were, right? Your parents came here with nothing, I would imagine,
Yeah.
right? And the only option you had was what? Work.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get mixed up with the wrong people, right, and start doing stupid shit and mess up your life that way, which, hey, I've done. We've all done dumb things, but so you came from immigrant parents.
Yeah, the firstborn.
Wow, man, he is a first generation American right here.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I had to set the example. I have a little brother. I had to
Wow.
set the example for him. And not only that, I also realized that it was better for us as a look, man. Let me tell you, this is how I know I wasn't born privileged. I was not allowed to flush the bathroom.
What?
What if I peed? I couldn't flush.
He wasn't allowed to flush the toilet.
Yes, because
Wow.
lack of money, lack
Wow.
of resources.
Wow.
Right? If you pee, don't flush, Andy. Okay? Save money for the house. You leave a room, turn off the lights.
Yeah.
And I knew that, hey man, that I can't live like this forever. I have to get out of this.
Wow.
So that's why I started hustling.
Wow.
I started
man.
hustling as far as shoveling. My first business was shoveling snow.
Yeah.
At 11 years old, I had somebody that was working for me.
Shoveling snow.
Shoveling snow. I was in middle school. I go to my
I love that.
I go to my friend. I say, hey man, I'm gonna pay you some money. I need you to come with me. We're gonna cover more ground.
Got it.
I'm gonna make $10 and I'm gonna pay you X amount of dollars. And that was the deal.
So you profited.
I profited. Oh yeah, I profited,
My
man.
man.
I profited. Definitely.
Listen to that. That is freaking awesome. At 11 years old, he's hiring his friends. I love that, man. That is freaking awesome.
A lot of people, and then I had the normal lemonade stand.
Yeah.
Things of that nature.
Yeah.
I was the one that had yard sales. Like you would drive and you'll see yard sale sign,
Yeah.
and you'll pull up and it's a 10-year-old kid.
Wow.
And I'm out of a suitcase trying to sell my toys to adults.
Oh,
that,
my God.
that was a little drive that I had, man.
So you just so I think one of the questions that Brad would ask you or Grant Cardone would ask you is how important is having the ability to sell?
Very important. Very important. Life is all about selling.
Yeah.
When I got into sales, I started selling for Metro PCS cell phones.
Yeah.
When I got into sales, I started understanding how important it was because that's interaction with people.
Right.
So if you want to help other people, you got to sell them on themselves.
Yeah. Amen.
Very important.
Wow. This guy, so I'd like to say he's had a long life of hustling, but man, there's Greg Walker just joined.
Greg Walker's in the building.
Greg, this dude used to work for Les Brown, man. This dude used to work for Les Brown. Anybody that shares
I'm
this.
still part of that company.
Oh, you
Yeah,
are?
I'm still part
Oh, he works for Les. What up, bro? What up? So listen, anybody that shares this out today gets a free copy of Andy's book, No More Average.
No more average.
This dude is a first generation American. His parents came here from Haiti, and he was born here in the United States, right?
Yes. We have some questions, and
Yeah.
Steven asked a question.
Who taught him his work ethic? Yeah, I think I could answer that, but
Try
go ahead.
it. Try it.
Who taught you your work ethic?
My mom.
Really?
My mom.
Really?
My mom had a small business.
Yeah.
And in the book, I talk about the business lessons that she taught me.
Yeah.
On economics and understanding business, and this gave me drive.
That's
Not
awesome.
only that, I wanted stuff. I wanted money to buy stuff.
Give Andy my phone number.
Greg.
Greg is the man.
Greg, I heard so
dude.
much about you, brother. After I get out of here, I'm gonna give you a call.
Dude,
That
that's
sounds
awesome.
good.
So I was gonna say it was your parents, and more than anything, it's and I do believe that it was, but I also think that it's pain.
Pain.
Man, going and taking a piss and not being able to flush the toilet.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
It's
Holy
painful.
crap.
No, another thing was that
That's like-
I saw other people in like as my peers. I saw my peers that they had stuff that I wanted that I couldn't get.
Right.
I never had Nike Air Forces. To this
Right.
day, I never had Nike Air Forces.
Right.
I remember asking my dad. I said, "Dad, I'm sitting down on my bed and I said, Dad, can you buy me Nike Air Forces? How much does it cost?" I think it was
Wow.
like $80 at the time.
Yeah.
And even if it was a knockoff, Dad, let me just get the Nike
Yeah,
Air
right,
Forces.
right.
And he couldn't afford it, man.
Wow.
And I was like, so I have no option but to get it myself.
Right. So and I grew up real poor too, and so I completely get it. I started doing the same stuff, shoveling snow in the summer, mowing yards.
In Ohio? The whole time?
Oh yeah. And that's, I mean, I started young. I worked at an Italian restaurant at Chuck Studebaker, my brother. How you doing, man? Steve Harris, I see you're in here. Man, we got some ballers on this feed.
We're
Greg
taking,
Walker,
we're
we got
taking
a lot of
questions.
great
I'd love to
people.
answer your questions. We're taking some questions now.
So we've got Andy Audate here for any of you that just joined. Andy, anybody that shares this stream out, Andy is sending a free copy of his book, No More Average.
This is the process to get the book.
I'm telling you, he says here on the back, reading just the back, it says, before you can save anyone else from averageness, you must be saved. I mean, that's incredible. So, listen, this kid is 22 years old. He saw me or Brad or both of us on a live stream, and I had talked to Andy a while back.
Right.
It's been a few months, I think, about LightSpeed VT, or maybe not that long.
Few weeks. Right before 10X.
Right
before
that's
10X.
that's been.
Oh, yeah,
that's
been
a
2
couple
months.
months.
That's been
Yeah.
2 months.
So I already knew him. We knew each other, but he reached out and said, "Hey, I want you to interview me."
Steven asked a question, right? Steven asked a question. He said, "How do you get attention for yourself?"
Yeah.
He just answered it.
Yeah.
He just answered it.
Yeah.
Grant Cardone talks so much about getting out of obscurity.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey man, Charlie just walked in here, and before I met Charlie, he knew about the book is because I put a video on that I hooked people in the beginning with the energy that I brought, because I'm a person who has so much energy. Charlie saw it, and he's like, hey, I know who Andy is. Greg, I got you with the book, brother. The way to get the book is Ken tagged me on his feed. Just message me. I'm gonna need your address. You're gonna take care of the shipping. I'm taking care of the book. The book is free for you. You're taking care of the shipping, and then I'm gonna ship this book out to you, and I'm gonna sign it specifically to your name for you, and I'm gonna take a little video while I'm signing it for you too.
That's awesome. So Andy's gonna sign a book for me. He's giving me a book. Listen, I see like 15 or more people have shared on mine. I don't know, a lot. I really appreciate that. This guy is a baller, man. I mean, he's a hustler. He doesn't have his own private jet yet or any of that. But let me turn this so I can get on camera here. But listen, if you're not following Andy, make sure that you follow him right now. Just follow him. It's going to be worth it. He wrote a book. He's 22 years old. He went. He moved from Rhode Island to Los Angeles just without a job, without anything. He just like, I know there's going to be better opportunity for me in LA. So he packed up and went out and moved out there without even knowing what the hell he was going to do. Yeah. He's just unbelievable. He reached out to me, asked me to interview him on a Facebook live stream. He drove in from LA last night. Stayed in a motel so he could be here on time this morning without being late. So
100%.
good job.
You can't allow traffic or things like that to affect opportunities.
Chuck wants to know, are you on Twitter?
Can't quit Andy.
Can't quit Andy.
On everything.
On everything. Instagram,
Twitter,
everything. So
Snapchat, all that.
hit him up on Can't Quit Andy.
Twitter,
on everything.
Twitter's Can't Quit Andy.
So, oh yeah, Greg is speaking in LA in June and in August.
Greg, as soon as I get off, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, Greg, I'll send him your cell phone number, brother, and you guys can connect.
Cina, all I need you to do is share this video to your people while it's on live. It has to still be on live.
Yeah.
Share it to your people. Inbox me. I'm gonna need your address. You're gonna take care of shipping. I'm gonna ship the book to you. I'm gonna sign it specifically to your name.
That's
Jordan
awesome.
the same.
We've got his live running over here. Chuck Studebaker is freaking unbelievable. That dude just followed you, but like he literally every day for what, a year and a half at least, Chuck. I don't even know how long. He puts out a tweet every single day and always tags me every single time. Yeah, like it's unbelievable. That guy is unreal. Greg Walker, I love you, man. I can't even say enough about him. He's the big dreamer.
Something that I wanted to say was to show people that business. There's actually a picture of my first business, my first incorporated business, and I'm going to show the screen as well.
Yeah, show it.
That's what it looked like.
Show it to him. Hold it up there.
That's what it looked like. That was the first location that I ever had.
Wow. Unbelievable. 14 months. Wow, dude. 14 months, Chuck. So, listen, this guy is unbelievable. Take his book after you get his book, if you got one for free. Greg shared this again. How many times have you shared it, dude? Like 4 times? You're unbelievable, bro. So 16, 17 people have shared it. Thank you. So, Lance, you're right. Real hustler never stops. So, this guy's 22 years old, drove over here from Los Angeles. He's, Chuck also sent you a LinkedIn.
Chuck, you're all over it. I love
Chuck
it,
is
Chuck.
on it, man. He don't play, man. He quit school because of recess. So here's that's Brad's line. I love that one. But, here's the thing. If you're not following Andy, when you get the book, make sure that you promote it, man, because one of the things that Grant Cardone taught me is the more that you flow power to other people, the more power comes back to you. The more it all reciprocates. So help other people. When you get the book, you're getting it for free. You don't have to buy it. You're getting it. Greg has shared this 10 times. Greg, you are unbelievable. Look at this, 23 people.
Look, something I wanted
Unreal.
to share was in the back of the book, I talk about when you're in the event of an in-flight emergency.
Yeah.
So I like you to just imagine this. You're in the airplane.
Yeah.
The people are telling you, the flight attendants are telling you, put your oxygen mask on before helping other people needing help, such as the children or the disabled.
Look at that.
Right?
Look. What's he saying there?
Greg, thank you so much. I'm gonna give you a call after this. But
Dude, do you know who he is?
I've heard about Greg.
He used to own 53 Subway locations.
Really?
Subway stores. Owned 200 and some Taco Del Mars. He's
Richard Terror. I forgot. Richard told me a little bit about you and about Les writing the foreword to your book.
Yeah,
and
he's unfreaking believable. That dude lives in a little 9,000 square foot trailer.
We got Boston in the building over here. We got Kyle J. Hutchinson in the building.
What's up, Kyle? How you doing, man? How you doing? So, listen.
So look, you're in the airplane.
Yeah.
They tell you put your.
I think
oxygen
Greg
mask
talks
on.
about that in his book too.
Oh, in the airplane?
Same story. Yeah.
Well, you're in the airplane
thing.
and you have to save yourself with the oxygen mask on before helping other people.
Yep,
That's
you
why I
do.
talk about overcoming averageness
Yep.
first.
Yep.
And what overcoming averageness is understanding who the real you is.
Yep.
And what the real you has to offer to the world.
That's right.
And I also talk about your success matters to other people.
Yeah.
That you have a responsibility for someone's life that you never met.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. That's right. There's people out there that need your help, that need his help, that need my help. And the more that you can take something like this, a free gift, just because you shared this stream, you're getting a free gift. You pay for shipping. You're getting a free gift And guess what? All you got to do after you get it is read it and then talk about it. Tell people about it.
This is only for Ken. The only reason I'm doing this is because of Ken. It's because of Ken. That's the only reason I'm doing this.
Wow.
That's the
That's
only reason
awesome.
I'm doing it. You know,
That's awesome.
Can I tell you a story, Ken?
Yeah.
You know, there was a time last year when, in October, when I decided to become a speaker.
Yeah.
But I was scared to speak.
Yeah.
So I went a while without speaking. And I had a feeling that I had to speak at my church, for example. This is actually a true story. I had a feeling that I had to speak at my church. And I was scared to speak, and you know, I was new to the church, I was new to the area, so I didn't man up and go speak.
Yeah.
But some time passed by, and I realized that I had to speak. Like, I had a responsibility for other people.
Yeah.
So I took that opportunity. I went to go speak. I spoke in front of my church. It's actually on YouTube. And
Wow.
and what happened was someone recorded it, put it on YouTube. That person that recorded it, put it on YouTube, there was another person that saw the video, messaged me and said, Andy, there was something that you said in there. I was about to kill myself, Andy. And I was just about to commit suicide.
Wow.
And he sent me a picture of a dead animal that he just killed. And that's how I know it was weird,
Wow.
but it was serious. But he said, you saved my life by the words that you said. So if I stayed in my fear, what would have happened?
Right.
I don't know the guy.
Right.
But there could have been one less soul on the earth.
Wow.
So that's why I believe that Kyle, Bobby, Elizabeth,
Wow.
Charlie,
Elizabeth, thank you.
Greg, and everyone that's in here, that you have a responsibility for someone else that you don't know yet.
That's right.
But you have to save yourself.
That's
Save
right.
yourself first and help the others.
Wow.
No more average.
Wow.
No more average, no more.
Wow, I just got chills. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Wow. Dude,
No more average, man.
I don't even know what else to say after that.
Dude.
There's nothing else to say. No
Overcome-
more average.
Overcome that average life and live as the real you.
Wow.
Okay?
It's unbelievable.
Overcome that average life and live as
By
the
the
real you.
way, thank you for all those hearts and the thumbs up and the flowers and the everything. Thank
All
you
love.
guys. Love all of you. Appreciate you being on here. I wanted to bring Andy on for a little bit. I think I'm going to wrap this up now.
100%.
So thank you. If you shared this out, you get a free copy of Andy's book. You just handle the shipping. And man, Andy, I'm glad you drove over from LA,
Thank you,
man.
Ken.
Thank you. Appreciate you,
Thanks
brother.
for having me.
So if you have any questions for Andy, I tagged him in this video. Make sure that you hit him up. Any of you over here on Andy's stream that I don't know, Hank Norman, how you doing, bro? Good to see you, brother. Any of you that I don't know, hey, you know, follow me, man. I try to do my stream. I apologize for the camera being lengthwise, but it wasn't working right the other way. So
Can you just tell
anyway,
me if you guys received any valuable content today?
if you received any valuable content, put a 1 in. Just drop a 1.
That's the number
Just
one.
a 1. If it was horrible, the worst thing you've ever seen, drop a 2.
That's
Elizabeth, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, yeah, anyway, thank you guys for being on here. Really appreciate it. Chuck, thank you for the 1. I appreciate you, bro.
LaJean, you got
Thank
Jordan,
you. Thank
you got
you, guys.
Bobby.
Thank you. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you.
I want to
So-
give you guys so much valuable, and I know that Ken is on the same page with me.
Oh, yeah,
To give as much
definitely.
valuable information as possible.
Yes, definitely. All right, Elizabeth, love you too. Love all of you. Deborah, you rock. You rock down there. Lance, you rock, brother. Thank you. Deborah's down under, man. She's down in Australia.
I would love to go there.
Yeah. Somebody just said, Chuck said, holler if you come to Atlanta. So maybe you
100%.
can get some speaking engagements all over the place. So we're here in the conference room at LightSpeed VT. Paul, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. So thank you guys. Thank you all for being on here. I appreciate you. Thank you to every one of you who shared. And we're going to wrap this up now and call it a day. So thank you again. Peace out.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you for the love.